Hi guys, this vlog is all about how to find work as an actor in Los Angeles, California, because that's quite important to find work here. So, I'm going to give you some tips of mine how I've found work in the past. Numero uno, your agent or manager, hopefully, is sending you out on auditions. So, go and get those jobs. But sometimes they don't send you out that much. So don't always rely on representation. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time trying to get an agent and then they get one and then they're not going out very much and then they're frustrated. You have to do the work yourself too. Don't just expect them to do it because they might not. So what do you do then? Well, there are a couple of casting registries here in LA that I use. One is called LA Casting and one is called Actors Access. There's also Casting Frontier, which I think is a bit more commercial. There's Now Casting, which I've heard of. Backstage, you can submit for jobs, acting jobs through there. There's also on IMDb Pro, you can submit for stuff. I think there's quite a lot that if you have a little Google, you can find. I'd say stick to Actors Access and LA Casting. I think they're the main ones here. Create your profile on one of these accounts. Get the pictures up there. Get your demo reels up there. Get your show reels up there. If you've got that, if you've got a good demo, it jumps you to the top of the line so that they'll more likely look at you. And if you've got stuff to show, you're more likely to get an audition. So keep it updated. It can be a bit expensive getting all the pictures and all the reels up there and stuff, but it's so worth it. So with that, look at what you're submitting yourself for. I am quite strict these days about what I submit for. If people don't know what they're paying or if the pay is really bad, then I just don't submit. Also read the breakdown. See how much effort people have put into it. Google the production company or Google the name of the director or the producer or the writer or whatever and just see what kind of stuff they've done. Because if they've got nothing up, then it might just be a guy and his camera making something. If they've got a legit website, if it's a legit production company, the production value of it's probably going to be, hopefully going to be better. So yeah, you can just apply for everything, but be aware, anyone can put a breakdown out. So if you're going up for everything and anything, you might be dealing with a lot of crap. How I have booked work recently is through relationships that I've made with people from working with them in the past. So when you do get a job, go out there and be as nice as possible, do the best job you possibly can, be professional, show up on time, be as easy as possible, because the chances are if people like you and they like what you've done, they'll ask to work with you again. So that is super important. Build those relationships with people. With that being said, if you haven't worked with them already, go out and meet people. Networking, getting to know people, meeting people who you would potentially work with. That is also good. So put yourself out there. You're not gonna succeed if you just sit at home not doing anything. This town, everywhere you turn, there's people in the industry. So go out there and meet them. Another way of getting work is doing casting director workshops. The only way people are going to get you work is if they know who you are and they know what you can do. So if you are not getting auditions from your agent, if you're submitting and you're not getting any auditions back, go and put yourself in front of people and be good at it. Finally, I'd say create your own stuff. Don't wait for people to give you a job. Make your own stuff. The amount of people who I know who are so incredibly successful and have such a huge social media following, which is really beneficial, by the way. If you've got 50,000, 100,000, 500,000 followers on Twitter, when it comes to booking a job and you've got that amount of following, people think, oh, actually, maybe I will put this person in my film over that person because this person has 500,000 people who read what they do regularly. Went off point a little bit there. But it's very important to create your own stuff. I have a friend he creates videos, YouTube videos, Vine videos. I did a video with him, which is how we met, and it's had over 1 million hits on YouTube. He is such a powerhouse. He's like an enterprise, and he's done it all himself. He's not waited for somebody to give him a job. He's got cameras, he's got people, he's written stuff, he's produced it, he's edited it, directed it, starred in it. And he's got all this content out there and people love it. So what I'd say is make your own things happen. You know, that's just an example of one person. You can do it. You can do it on a low budget because you're surrounded by people who can help you make it happen. So there you go. There's a few of the tips. I rambled off a bit at the end there, but that's fine. So there you have it. That's my vlog on how to get work as an actor here in LA. To summarise, I guess it is... to summarise, I always forget what I've just said in my summary. But so to summarise, get agents. You got your agents and managers getting you out there. Go out and get it. If you're not going out so much, self-submit. Use the registries like Actors Access, LA Casting, IMDb Pro, all the Backstage, Now Casting, all that kind of stuff, Casting Frontier. Use all that, submit for yourself. Make sure that you've got a good profile that's up to date with good photos and good demos, and you keep your CV up, your CV or resume updated. Create your own stuff. Put your own content out there so that people come to you. Make your own work. Make your own work. Such a good idea. Casting director workshops. Put yourself in front of the people who can get you work so that they know who you are. And establish great relationships with people. Everyone that you work with, make it a pleasure to work with you so that they want to work with you again. And if you haven't worked with people, just be out there networking, get to know people. I'm going to do another vlog at some point on how to network here in LA. If you like this video, share it with anybody who might benefit from it. Like it, subscribe, because I'll be doing a few of these now. And if you want to see a video on anything specific, put it in the comments and I will endeavour to make one for you. Thanks, bye.